And yes, it fits. Okay. Welcome to my scope. Just starting up a. Come on, there we go. All right, welcome to my broadcast. Let's move back a bit so you're not staring at my nose. Not very pretty. Thanks for coming in. Welcome to my daily love scope. Welcome. Thank you for coming in. Waiting for some folks to join in. This is a early one today, lunchtime, because I've got commitments later today, so I want to get the scope done now before I do my commitment to my Period 10K group in about 20 minutes. So thanks for coming in. If you're here for the first time, thanks for watching my scope. My name is Barry Selby. I am known. Donna, nice to have you with us. I'm doing an early scope today, so glad you could join in this early. Well, early my time, your time. This is Warming Up Wednesday. Thank you, Donna, as always, for sharing, inviting your followers and tapping away on all that stuff you do. Much appreciated. For those few who are in there besides Donna, who doesn't know, who don't know me, because Donna knows me well, my name is Barry Selby. Welcome to my scope. I am known as the Love Doctor. I am a love and relationship expert, teacher, guide, author, passionate supporter of the feminine, as well as the masculine, but especially the feminine. So this is Warming Up Wednesday, which is my Wednesday scope. So I'm just trying to move this down just a bit, so I'm not quite so far down in the view. Okay, so now I can see comments. Yeah, that works. And as Karma, my buddy in the Perry Dudes group says, you know, it's the power of thirds. So I'm top third of the screen. You know, learning all these tricks from him as well. Thanks for joining me, and thanks for coming in, and thanks for sharing this out. 4 requests, as usual. First one is, please make sure you're following me on Periscope if you're not already doing so. Tap the little guy in the corner or swipe right on the iPhone up on the Droid and tap follow me. Second of the obvious things, these are the usual things, is please share this out on Twitter. Invite your friends on Twitter. I should say followers on Twitter, because, yeah, from Compton, right. Nice try. Fresh out of Compton. No, not quite. Share this out on Twitter to your followers and fans. And third one is also to share this out on Twitter to to your Periscope family, because they want to know about this too. Thank you. I'm glad you joined me at first scope. So you may follow me, but you're watching my replays, I trust. Last thing is, please tap the screen for hearts and comment. No, I'm from England, not from Compton. Compton, very cute. No, I'm an Essex boy living in Los Angeles, so to answer your question. Glad you're here for the scope. If you have not been watching me live, thank you for joining here. Bombadillo, welcome. Thanks for being here. Again, my name is Barry Selby. I'm known as the Love Doctor. I am a #1 best-selling author of 50 Ways to Love Your Lover. Donna's going to put up the link. I know she will. 50 Ways to Love Your Lover is my book. It is a good read. It's for men and women, couples, singles, straight and gay. There's stuff in here for everybody. So it's not just for couples, actually for everybody. There are 50 principles that will change your life. Well, change your love life. So thank you, Donna. I knew she was going to do that. Saves me on my handout, on my, what do you call those things? Cheat sheets, or what do you call those things? So, Michelle, nice to have you joining me too. Thanks for coming in my scope. So this book is on Amazon. It's on Kindle. It's also on my site. So if you go, what's up? If you go to the link that Donna put up, barryselby.com/book. Oh, welcome from Denmark. My cousin and her husband live in Denmark. He's Danish. So nice to have some folks from Denmark in here. Thank you for joining me. So get to the subject at hand. By the way, I do broadcast every day of the week, weekdays that is, Monday through Friday, pretty much every day, a love and relationship-based scope called a Love Scope. I also do other things while the groups I'm part of, so I'm going to be part of a share-a-thon in 20 minutes or so I'm going to make this scope fairly quick, which is the Perry 10K group. And I also do the part of the Perry Dudes, which is the men's group on Periscope. Powerful group of men that's growing stronger every day, and it's men for men, supporting men about being men. Make sense? And we do a Pass the Cast Tuesday and Thursday nights, which I'm on as well. But Love Scopes are my commitment personally for my passion, my service, my work. Thank you, Donna, for all of you out there. And today's one is going to be blunt and direct at the same time. Sorry, I'm just moving my cursor so you can see the little screen I put up. All right, let's put that there. All right, so let me show you what I was showing. Whoops, there it is. So, Soul, the best way to end a bad date, fire exit. How many of you have felt like you need to find a fire exit to escape a bad date? I've got a feeling that many of you have had that experience in the past. If you're single especially, this may still be on your mind. And that's what I'll speak to. Today's one is actually going to be cross-gender in the sense, because it's not just for women, it's for men too, because both men and women have experienced bad dates. Trust me, I've been through plenty of my own too. Both created and also witnessed. So that's the way it is. Oh, get a call from your sister on speed dial. Oh, that's one of your ways to get out. Nice one, Michelle. That works too. But what I want to speak to is this. So I had a download this morning. I was in conversation with a friend that I'm realizing that there are so many things that I teach on Periscope that I need to put into some sort of course, which I'm going to do. And I'm going to talk about it now because I'm still developing it. But it's about keys. And right now I've come up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 keys so far that I'm going to teach in a video course. That's coming. But I want to speak to a couple of things now. First of all, let's just say I've heard enough laments, enough woe is me stories from women I know, friends who should be clients, about the bad choices they make in dating and relationship, the people they meet, the men they choose, and the pain and suffering they get as a result of that. And it ain't pretty. Oh, that just lowered the whole energy, just shifted down on that one. Sorry about that. Let me raise it up again. And some of the screw-ups they've had too. They really have been fun. And the way I speak to this is this simple. We don't choose wisely. Now, I'm going to say we because it's for men and women that have this one. Gents, I know some gents in this scope as well. Thanks for being in here. And again, if you just joined the scope, please make sure you are following me. You're sharing it on Twitter, share it on Periscope, and also add comments and hearts as well as if you want to watch and interact on the scope. There's a distinct, based on our wounds. You've been watching my scopes, haven't you? I was just checking names. Valeska, yes, you've been watching my scopes. You know about that. That's one of the things in my keys I'm going to teach in my online program. Video program, by the way. It's distressing. It's painful as a coach, as an expert. I hate the word coach, but as a guide, maybe it's a better word to use. And by the way, I'm still looking for a better word than coach, if you know what one would be to apply to what I do. Love Doctors have been taken as a brand, but I do love the feeling of that because I help women repair their hearts, particularly men as well who want it, but mostly women ask for the help, men don't. That's why women mostly more than men. The challenge that we are faced with is we don't know how to do things differently. It's kind of like the what's the word I'm looking for? Groundhog Day experience. Is that we tend to repeat the same patterns again in every relationship and wonder why it's not changing. Being in that pattern sucks, especially if you don't know how to get out. And it's frustrating to me because I know how to get you out. And yet you won't hire me. Well, I'm listening to you, sorry. Not you, them out there. Because it's the thing that I watch, and it's this I know what it is. It's ego. It's like, I know how to do this, I'll fix it. I'll keep banging my head against the wall and expecting a different result. It's like, no, it isn't going to work. So, you want to have an answer, do you? Nelly, you want an answer? Well, if you want an answer, I'll give you one. But thanks for asking, because that's the first part. It's asking for help. So, Nelly, you just demonstrated the first step to this, is getting help. So, I'm not going to give you all 7 of the keys I've written down so far, because they're going to be part of the online program. And you can buy that cheap soon. I'll be announcing that probably later on today or tomorrow online and to my email list. So, if you want to find out more about how I work, you can also get a consult with me, and Donna will put up that link at some point, because I love what she does with that, because she has those things. But what I want to say to your response, Nelly, is this. The first step is to be willing to know that you can do it better than you're doing it so far. Thank you, Donna. I knew you'd be there. Donna is one of my favorite people on Periscope because she loves supporting me and she loves my scopes. She loves sharing it out. So, and I love watching her support me because it's a very inspiring feeling. So thank you for that, Donna. Just want to make sure you hear that from me, and I watch your scopes when I can as well. So, Nelly, to answer your questions, simple things to give you now. The program I have is a much more in-depth, and it's going to be basically, aren't you the reason you're here, but even better. So not only is she supporting me by putting up the link, excuse me, I'm just going to wipe my nose, but also, that's real life for you, but also because she's willing to share my work with other people, invite other people to my work, and that for me is very powerful too, because it means that what I'm sharing has value, obviously. It isn't just like, go watch this person because they're fun. So no, because my scopes, I'm clear that I'm occupying your time if you're watching. So I'll make sure that you have value given to you so you're not wasting your time. So, Nelly, to answer your question, and to be succinct about this, first step is really know that you can do better, differently, change the course of your dating history and your dating future. That's first. Second thing is asking for help, which you did. So I'm going to give you some keys because you asked for help. But if you want to go deeper, that's when we work together. That's the reality of my work. So the third thing is really to figure out what it is that you're doing, quote, wrong. Or I should say what you're doing that's not helping you. And that's a twofold approach. First of all, it's like getting clear of what you're choosing. Because first of all, you may not have a clear choice. You may just be bouncing from date to date without any clarity. So it's good to set up a list or a quality or a picture, vision board type stuff, or an intention of what you really want before you start going dating versus going, let me swipe on this smartphone app till I find someone cute. That's not the way to do it. That's basically playing Russian roulette versus intentionally choosing what you want first. First one. The second part of that is also to watch what's coming up in your life. And I did a whole scope about this yesterday, but I'll give you the cliff notes. You are likely to be choosing relationships based on past history, even from childhood. And to explain that, watch my scope from yesterday, which was the 95%, 5% issue about love and relationships. It's on Periscope now, and it's also on catch.me/barryselby. For my archives, in case someone doesn't have that one, catch.me/barryselby. There, I've got my own cheat sheets. Where the one from yesterday, if you haven't watched yesterday's scope, watch it. It was deep, it was powerful, and I had props. That was cool. I had props for the first time in the scope, which was fun. But it made the point clear, and it's one of the things I'm going to teach in depth in my right now. My keys to attracting love. I haven't got the name for it yet. I'm still working on it. It's like the keys to love, or keys to the door to love, something like that. I'm still playing with the title and what it is, but it's a video course I'm going to offer. So that is a great scope. So again, so those two are the biggest pieces. Is first of all, get really clear about what you do want, because you're probably attracting something that is not what you really wanted. The second part, thank you, I'm glad you watch it. The second part is that you've got to get clear about what you're repeating unconsciously from the past. You do know what we want, great. So I'm guessing, Nelly, that you haven't yet attracted that based upon results. Is that true? Because I want to make sure that I do give you some support. So you do know what you want, which is great. So Nelly, are you attracting what you want? Or are you not getting what you want at this point? Yeah, well, the thing is, if you know what you... Okay, let me say this. I'm trusting that you're not getting what you want. If you don't have a list, great. If you know what you want and you have a list for it, which is great, or a vision board, and you're not getting it, that's a sign. You know, simple as it sounds, it's an indicator that something else is off. Make sense? It's kind of like if you're looking at why your food isn't cooking right, you're going to check a few things out. It might be the spices, it might be the temperature, it might be the amount of food. It's like you've got to look at different things. It's a very weird analogy, but I thought I'd play with that one. Just came to the top of my head. So a large part of it's going to be what's your automatic programming. So I think for both of you ladies, please watch the scope from yesterday, because that might explain a whole bunch of what's not working. That scope was later in the day, I think, so it should still be up for another few hours on Periscope. If not, it'll be on Catch. So look at my scopes from yesterday for Periscope. It's the one that said was 95% versus 5%. That was the beginning title. It explains in the scope. That was, I think, later in the afternoon. So my time. So it should still be up on Periscope for a few more hours. If not, then it'll be on Catch as my recent scopes from yesterday. So to bring out as a nutshell for this scope, because I do have to get off in about 5 minutes, you can catch it on, I think, catch it on Twitter. If you go through my Twitter feed, it should be up from yesterday. Self-love is the way to heal wounds, in your opinion. Yes, it is part of it. Not the only thing, and that's another one of my keys. You're expanding my keys, which is great. Self-love is the way to heal your heart. However, you've also got to do work with forgiveness, with emotional release, with reframing and reprogramming your understanding, and about letting go. So it's all part of that. But loving yourself is a big part of this piece too. Yes, that's in my 7 keys. So you're getting ahead of the game, which is good. Anyway, I'll talk about that more later when I have it. But if you do that part to really make peace with, but to understand what has been running, because the thing is, you can tell if you look back, because hindsight's 2020. If you look back at your last 5, 6, 7, even last 2 romances and relationships, you'll notice some common threads. It's kind of obvious when you look, but you probably didn't look that clearly. You're like, I'm done with that, I don't want to look anymore. But if you keep repeating it, you need to look to do a little, not an autopsy so much, that sounds gross, but it's like doing a little review and understanding if the common threads, you see the same flag showing up in each of those past relationships. Right. That's a starting point. When you do that, you said a while back to write down 10 things, and I didn't find your scope. Write down 10 things. Can you qualify that, Michelle? I'm not sure what you mean. 10 things. I don't remember what my scope was. Maybe I didn't know autopsy. Okay. The link up, the Catch is a web, sorry. Yeah, catch.me/barryselby. Let me find that. Donna might be beating to it. Oh yeah, right there. Catch.me/barryselby is where I'm at all the archives. Just so you know, logistically on the outside of things, Periscope is a live stream app that has scopes that last 24 hours. And what if you don't like about what you don't like about partial? Oh, okay, yes. Okay, Michelle, get that sec. There you go. Donna, you're on it again. Thank you. Catch.me/barryselby is the link that takes you to the archive of all my scopes. There's over 300 scopes out there. Yeah, I've done a lot of Periscope broadcasts, mostly about love and relationships. And they get put there straight away after the recording's finished, but also they're live on Periscope, which is the normal format, for 24 hours. So the ones from yesterday are still there for another 4 or 5 hours, I think. So now you know. Yeah, okay. So, rewind a couple of seconds. So, yes, the one about the 10 things I mentioned to you is really start with, and it can go a lot longer, is the 10 things that you noticed that happened in past relationships that didn't work, that you don't like, or that were repetitive. Same thing happened more than once. Kind of like the, what do I call it? Like serial relationships, where it's like the faces change, but the relationship feels the same. Those are kind of telling signs, and it's good to know what those are. I had that experience in my past, in 3 relationships in a row where the same pattern showed up, and just to speak outwardly, the guy turning into your dad, well, that's a powerful lesson right there. And if that's what you don't want, and I'm presuming you don't want it, then you've got to figure out how to change it. And that's part of my work. So, just letting you know. And just to give you a quick sketch on my work, because I need to get offline because I've got to get ready for the Perry 10K Share-a-thon in 5 minutes. I do work with clients one-on-one, and it's a 3-month commitment because we want to go deep, we want to transform, and he was abused. Yeah, that's right there is a powerful, that right there, Abigail, is Valeska, that right there is fundamental. If you've got hurt emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually in past relationships, and it's tied to something from your family dynamics, you must, for your own well-being, heal it. There's the link. Go to that link, sign up for it. It's a 30-minute conversation we have for free, have as my gift to you. I mean, talk about what's going on. If you're not local, we do it over Skype, otherwise by phone, and I hope you get what you want. Hey, Bryn, nice to have you in my scope. So that's really what I speak to, and I'm just wrapping up the scope, Bryn, because I've got to be on my next share-a-thon in 5-6 minutes. But so just a nutshell, what I provide and what I'm offering is my coaching. You can do one-on-one coaching with me if you want. I am creating a new program. It's going to be the key. I'm not sure what it's going to call, but it's going to be 7. Right now, I think it's 7. Could be 8, but it's 7 keys to open the door to love. Actually, no, that's not a bad name. The keys to open the door to love. We'll see. Anyway, I'm still playing with ideas for titles. I'm going to launch it next week. I'm putting together the videos for it, and I'm going to pre-sell it as a special deal to those who follow me. Because if you follow me on Twitter, or on Periscope, or on Facebook, or on my email list, you'll get notification very soon about this. Literally just downloaded this morning. I went, oh crap, I need to do this. Well, not oh crap, it's more oh joy, I need to do this. So thanks for joining my scope. I'm wrapping up now, actually. There was a succinct, simple couple of keys for this, and I want to just get you started today with some understanding about what it is you may be doing that is not helping you get what you want in love. And again, to recap those 2 keys, you're welcome, Nelly. Trust you got some value from this. You're welcome, Michelle. And you know, Michelle, you've seen all my programs. You know you know what's out there. So if you want to jump in, this would be a good place to start, because I'm about to start putting out some big stuff, and that's going to keep me busy. So getting in now gets you priority attention. How about that? Well, I'm glad I could help. And again, if you didn't watch my scope from yesterday, the 95% versus 5% scope, please watch it. First of all, it's the first time I used props, which was fun and very powerful because people got the value much more clearly. Sometimes talking doesn't explain it, and having charts is a bit cumbersome on Periscope, but having props really helped. So watch the scope from yesterday, either on Periscope or on Catch. That one will be very much about the past history that you want to clear, and why you're choosing what you don't want. It's like, it's so obvious now, but of course we don't know when we're blind. All right. Thank you, Nelly. So I'm going to sign off now because I have to get ready for my next scope in 6 minutes, because I'm actually hosting and leading off the beginning of the Perry 10K Share-a-thon at 5 to 1, which is about purpose and vision. So I'm signing off. Thank you for watching. If you just joined the scope, thank you for joining me. However, you need to go back and watch the replay because I'm signing off. Appreciate you joining me, but I will be back on again in about 6 minutes. 6 minutes to lead off the Perry 10K Share-a-thon soon. My pleasure, and thanks. And make sure you follow me. My scopes every day will help you love more, will help you love healthier, and will help you take care of yourself. You're welcome. Thank you for watching. Thank you always for being here. And thanks, Donna, for the links. Always appreciate that. And I'll see you folks soon in a different flavor and a different scope. Probably the same shirt. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.